WWE is imploding and they are praying you don't notice. Cold open, no music, no intro, straight fire. The locker room is cracking. The talent is walking. And WWE's PR machine is working overtime to make sure you think everything is fine. But I'm here to tell you, right now, that everything is not fine. And if you sit with me for the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how deep this rabbit hole goes. Let's get into it. Part 1: The accusations that are shaking the women's division to its core. We need to talk about what's happening behind the curtain of the WWE women's division, because what's being reported is not a rumor, it's not a dirt sheet whisper, it's a pattern. And patterns in professional wrestling always lead somewhere dark. Multiple female WWE superstars have come forward with accusations against a prominent figure within the company. Now, names are still being protected in certain corners of the internet for legal reasons, but the people who need to know, they already know. And the fact that WWE's official channels have said absolutely nothing is either the most strategic silence in corporate history or the most damning. Let me ask you this, and I want you to drop your answer in the comments right now. Question 1: Do you believe WWE handles internal misconduct allegations with full transparency, or do they bury it to protect their product? Comment: transparent or buried. Because here's the thing, this is not the first time accusations have surfaced in this industry and been met with corporate silence. We've seen it before. We've watched WWE circle the wagons, protect their investments, and let the women who built that division brick by brick stand in the ring smiling while the machine works against them backstage. The women's division right now on paper looks stacked. You've got talent that could main event any show on any night. But if the environment behind that curtain is toxic, if women are being made to feel unsafe or unheard, then every championship match, every segment, every promo they cut is being performed under a weight the audience never sees. And that should make you furious. These are athletes. These are performers who sacrifice their bodies, their families, their health for this business. They deserve better than silence. They deserve better than a company that responds to allegations with a statement drafted by lawyers designed to say everything while meaning nothing. The accused has not been removed from programming. Let that sink in. Part 2: The tag team stepping away and why IT matters more than you think. Now let's pivot, because just when you thought the internal drama couldn't get louder, word breaks that a prominent WWE tag team is stepping away from the company. Stepping away. Not injured. Not suspended. Stepping away. And in the sanitized language of WWE media relations, that phrase carries more weight than a steel chair shot. Because stepping away in WWE speak means one of three things: contract dispute, creative frustration, or something personal so significant they cannot continue under their current circumstances. And all three of those options should have you asking questions. Question 2: When a tag team steps away from WWE, what do you think is the real reason? Contract money, bad booking, or personal issues? Drop your guess below. Here's what I know about tag team wrestling in WWE right now. It is, and I will die on this hill, the most criminally undervalued division in the entire company. You have teams out here putting on clinic after clinic, carrying SmackDown and Raw segments, getting the crowd on their feet, and then being rewarded with what? A title reign that lasts 3 weeks before they drop the belts to the next hot act, never to be spoken of with reverence again. Tag team wrestling used to mean something in WWE. The Hart Foundation, Demolition, the Legion of Doom, the Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian, the Dudleys. These were acts that defined eras. These were teams that had their own storylines, their own heat, their own moments that lived in the memory of every fan forever. What is WWE giving tag teams today? Entrance music and a loss. So when a team steps away, you have to ask, were they pushed to that point? Was the booking so insulting, the creative so dismissive, that two human beings looked at each other and said, we deserve more than this? Question 3: Name the greatest tag team in WWE history. One answer. Drop it in the comments. Let's see who the people choose. Because that conversation, that debate is exactly what should be happening around current tag teams. Instead, we're talking about their absence. Part 3: SmackDown is changing and not everyone is happy about it. Let's talk about SmackDown. Because WWE is making changes to the blue brand, and depending on who you ask, those changes are either a creative evolution or a desperate restructuring by a company that doesn't quite know what SmackDown is anymore. SmackDown has had an identity crisis for years. When it moved to Fox, there was a moment, a genuine moment, where it felt like the A show. The production was cinematic. The main events felt important. Roman Reigns was becoming the tribal chief and the whole thing felt like appointment television. Then something shifted. The show started feeling like a holding pen for talent waiting to be called up to the Raw spotlight. Storylines would start on SmackDown and resolve on Raw. Championships would change on SmackDown and then be treated as afterthoughts by Monday. The brand split, which was supposed to give both shows equal importance, started feeling like a lie they were telling us every Friday night. Question 4: Is SmackDown still a legitimate alternative to Raw, or has it become WWE's B show again? Comment: A show or B show, no fence sitting. Now, the changes being reported include shifts in structure, potential alterations to how segments are formatted, and most intriguingly possible changes to which talent is being prioritized on the brand. Translation: someone is getting future endeavored in their push without ever being future endeavored officially. That's the part nobody talks about loud enough. You don't have to release a superstar to bury them. You just stop writing for them. You just stop giving them promo time. You just start booking them in dark matches and six-person tags that go nowhere. Death by 1,000 ignored storylines. And fans sit at home every Friday wondering why their favorite isn't being featured, sending tweets into the void, while WWE creative is in a room somewhere deciding who fits the mold they've already carved and reshaping the brand around that decision. Question 5: Who is the most criminally underused superstar on SmackDown right now? Drop the name. Let's get a list going in the comments. If the changes being made to SmackDown are genuinely creative, if they are designed to elevate new stars, create new feuds, build new moments, then I'm here for it. I will be the first person to give credit where it's due. But if these changes are cosmetic, if they are repackaging the same broken creative in a shinier box, if they are reshuffling the deck chairs while the ship takes on water, then this is just WWE doing what WWE does best, making you think change is coming while ensuring everything stays exactly the same. Part 4: The bigger picture. A company at a crossroads. Step back with me for a second. Step all the way back. Because what we're really talking about today isn't just one set of accusations, or one tag team, or one show's format changes. What we're talking about is a company that is simultaneously the biggest professional wrestling organization in the history of the world and a company that is fumbling some of the most obvious, correctable problems imaginable. The talent depth is unreal. The production value is unmatched. The global reach, unprecedented. And yet, women are coming forward with allegations and getting silence. Tag teams are stepping away from the biggest platform in wrestling. The company's second flagship show is undergoing changes that feel reactive rather than visionary. Question 6: Do you think WWE is in a better or worse creative place now than it was 5 years ago? Be honest. Comment better, worse, or the same. This is the contradiction that makes being a WWE fan in 2026 feel like a relationship you can't leave even though you know it's not good for you. You stay because you remember what it was. You stay because you believe in what it could be. You stay because occasionally, just occasionally, they produce something so brilliant, so electric, so emotionally devastating that you remember why you fell in love with this in the first place. But love without accountability isn't loyalty, it's enabling. And I refuse to be an enabler for bad decisions that hurt real people and disrespect the intelligence of an audience that has given this company decades of their lives. The women who came forward deserve to be heard, not managed. Heard. The tag team stepping away deserves to be asked, genuinely asked, what it would take to make this work. Not released, not reshuffled, valued. And SmackDown deserves a creative vision that doesn't feel like it was assembled in a committee meeting on a Tuesday afternoon by people who haven't watched a wrestling match as a fan since 2003. Question 7: If you were put in charge of WWE creative for 30 days, what is the first thing you would change? Drop it below. I want to read every single one. This industry is too important. These athletes are too talented. This audience is too passionate. We have watched Monday Night Wars. We survived the Attitude Era. We endured the Ruthless Aggression Era. We sat through years of part-timers dominating, predictable WrestleMania main events, and call-ups killed within 3 weeks of their debut. We are still here. That means something. That means we are the most loyal, most knowledgeable, most emotionally invested fanbase in sports entertainment. And that loyalty deserves to be met with honesty, creative courage, and a fundamental respect for the people who make this machine run: the talent and the audience. Not silence. Not corporate restructuring disguised as evolution. Not the same recycled booking in a new arena. Better. Final word. Question 8, and this is the one I need you to answer more than any other. Are you still believing in WWE's ability to fix itself, or have we reached the point where the frustration has finally outweighed the hope? Comment: still believe or losing faith. I need to know where this community stands, because that answer tells us everything about the future of this industry. Closing CTA full intensity. If this video made you feel something, anger, passion, agreement, even disagreement, then you already know what to do. Smash that like button so hard they feel it in WWE headquarters. Share this video with every wrestling fan you know who needs to hear the truth, not the highlight package, not the corporate press release, the truth. Subscribe to Wrestling Zone 1 if you want a channel that will never sugarcoat, never sell out, and never stop fighting for the wrestling fans who deserve better. And drop every single one of your answers in the comments below. Every question, every opinion, every prediction, every frustration. This isn't just a comment section, it's a locker room, and every voice in it matters. The story isn't over, it's just getting started, and we'll be here every time to make sure you hear it first.